Max Twig.
This is the onboard shots from the cars, not from our coverage. You can see the Weeks car getting turned in hard. He was taken off to Westmead Hospital last night, complained of chest pains. Just the moment. Oh, such a big impact. None of our cameras captured it last night.
Of the car on the racetrack, certainly a lot. Let's watch again and see. Well, that's the tail end of it.
Yeah.
Right front wheel ripped away, and the right rear as well. But it's the right front that's been ripped off with the suspension, the bodywork.
Сейчас Лев Толкачев идет впереди. Нет.
Ох.
Вау.
Вот так вот. И, пожалуйста, вам еще одни уши.
Да,
еще одна
с этой точки зрения, с этой точки хорошо видно поворот.
Нет,
левый.
рано еще было тормозить, у меня такое впечатление. Просто не почувствовали габариты друг друга, такое ощущение.
Или наоборот, почувствовали. О результате этих чувств мы сейчас видим. Но вот в отличие от предыдущего переворота Ахмед Вали.
If the barrier's damaged, they may call a halt for this qualifying because it's going to take him quite a while to repair.
It was a decent hit. He went in very hard indeed. It was a nasty moment. And yes, just went wide at turn one, swung around. Oh, that's went in a big way. And the only positive I can draw from that is that it went in on the opposite side of the driver's door.
Absolutely.
But that's about it, I'm afraid.
Wir sehen, wie er beim Rausbeschleunigen an diesen Curb, an diese weiß lackierte Linie kommt. Keine Chance, keine Chance. Da geht's Breitzeit in den Reifenstapel hinein.
So here he comes. Oh, looks to the inside. Oh, evasive action, I think. Oh, that's a big one.
Big run. But see the Armco and the tyre wall doing exactly their job.
Attention, and let's see if we can piece it all together. It all goes wrong in the spray. Big impact. That I fear was Hofbauer. And then others just with nowhere to go piled into him. And look at this, bang, wow, that was absolutely an enormous impact, and there are more to come. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I think it was Levin Amveg's white car that went ploughing into the melee and caused the secondary impact for Loris Hezemans, which in turn created that engine fire, but that is an enormous accident.
So whilst this morning we were a little bit off the pace in that cool weather at 28-1. Oh, we got one in...
That's Denya, and that's straight into the wall down here on the run down to turn 7.
John Getz for Wright Motorsports. Coming out of 9, we're on board. Right when he gets to the loaded apex point at 10, he gets that hit, launches him into 2 rolls, and parked him up on top of the tire barriers. The good news is, John hopped out of the car on his own, was absolutely fine.
There we see it from Connor's perspective, and he thinks the door is open, I'll go as well, just not quite enough room.
Took his hands off the wheel at just the moment of impact, as we are used to seeing, especially the IndyCar drivers riding with Hassa. You see they interlock, no way, they are separated. They cannot separate before the wall.
Carro número 19, 2 voltas completadas, Fernando Júnior já tem a volta mais rápida da corrida, aí tem problema. O acidente fortíssimo, Luiz Ribeiro e Marcelo Ran.
Lecombe, the Ferrari.
Oh, it just suddenly turned sharp right, and again, big heavy impact, and that car is all over and done with. There's heavy damage to the front. It'll be potentially suspension, if not chassis damage.
On screen, they haven't discovered the right racing lines yet. Around the outside, there goes Tony Quinn. Has had a spin now and bang into the fence in that McLaren. That is a big hit. But that's come from not using the wrong part of road.
Tristan Gomendi, what we are seeing is Nico Peter de Bruyne. Oh, a huge accident. Well, no, really just turned sharp. Underbraking up the hill. There's debris all over the place.
Winner of the first race in the AM class, spinning out there and making heavy contact with the wall. On board with Jimmy Eriksson. And so Mardenborough is just going to get a swap on, and nothing he can do. Straight to the scene of the accident, clearly catching him by surprise. We've seen him have moments already this weekend, but that is an enormous accident.
Tô lento se arrastando.
E agora ele vai ter que volta toda da pista nesse ritmo para poder voltar. Olha aí, olha
rapaz, olha o acidente. Olha o acidente, bateram por trás ali no Thiago, quando ele via muito lento na pista.
Be good to see it from another angle, but luckily no one was hurt in that one.
Oh, the Quinn car behind just jumps on the brakes, and how close was that? I mean, seriously, he's just given him a bit of a tap at the back of the Ubergain transport machine.
Straightened him back up.
Meantime, the Ballantyne entry spins his way off. Not too much damage to him, but a lot of damage. I'd say it's game over for the Uber Gang Transport entry in this one.
Here it is, up Camel Street. It's really close to the car, the Jaguar, and goes down and all the way, oh dear me, bump, bump, bump. Now that isn't what caused the damage, it's the spin trying to get back on the track. There it is. It didn't even he couldn't even turn the car. No.
Look up ahead there, you can see a little bit of argy-bargy, as we call it, as they come through the right-hander, and Anthony Mantella just gets into the side of Ashley there. And I think what happened, Justin, is...
First in class, and unfortunately the race was stopped with this huge accident coming onto the front.
Unfortunately, Tony Walls has got the big stop. He's got the concrete wall, but exactly the same problem. They get on the throttle there, and you're on that slippery part of the road. We've seen those McLarens, actually. All three McLarens have had the same problem at the same part of the track, and Tony Walls just missed the tyre bundle, unfortunately, which has torn the rear left off that car. But all three McLarens have had the same problem at the same part of the track.
He's going to come into shot in a moment. Oh, straight on. Didn't even turn. Oh, that's unusual.
It's now down to 1.6. Let's see how these two... That is absolutely outrageous. Just getting back to racing. Tusha punting the side of Sandy Stuvig, and you don't get more obvious cause of a racing accident than... A daring move by Ibrahim up the inside. Contact made. Whack! And Lamborghini going backwards hard into the fence.
Now, did he miss a gear coming out? Oh, he's been unloaded. Very Scaife and Engel-esque, isn't it, down there, out of turn 8?
Yeah, wonder if he'll hop out and give him the old fist.
Nicht im Bild. Da vorne sehen Sie es und jetzt müsste irgendwann, ja, aber da hat es aber richtig gescheppert.
Und hinten sehen wir noch...
Links wie auch vorne rechts, das war also ein richtiger Einschlag rundum in der Kurzanbindung. Einmal rausgerutscht, ja. Hinten und dann vorne.
Just try and piece it together, John.
Yeah, we're just trying to look and see. Well, I know what happened. The Ferrari was coming up the inside, and the Mercedes was literally just didn't see it because he had his focus on the car directly ahead of him.
In the early 90s?
1995 it was. On a very wet test day here. And this is what happened. So it's gone in. Actually looked more dramatic when we did see it in the end. He's pulled the car up nicely. This might be more. It's the top of the screen there, so it's a big lose. Thankfully those tyre barriers are there, arresting the Ferrari.